Good afternoon, everybody. How is all my wonderful subscribers and viewers out there doing today? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's Nikki D, and welcome back to the Nikki D channel. Today, we're going to be doing the 2024 College Football Recap Week 10 show, where I, Nikki D, break down all 16 games from the prediction show, 15 top 25 matchups, and an SEC matchup. I let you know who won. I let you know who lost. What was your favorite game of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. I hope everybody continues to have a wonderful day. And without further ado, let's get to our first game of the 2024 College Football Recap Week 10 show. We had the Vanderbilt Commodores going on the road into Jordan-Hare to take on the Auburn Tigers. And going into this game, Vanderbilt all-time was 0-9 in Auburn. And they have just been proving people wrong all year. Vanderbilt is the SEC's version of a Cinderella story, and they come out and deliver in this game again. Vanderbilt getting their first win in Auburn in school history. They defeat the Auburn Tigers 17-7. In our next matchup, we have upset alert. I repeat, upset alert. We had Minnesota going on the road to take on number 24 ranked Illinois Fighting Illini. And Illinois really struggled in this game. They struggled to stop the running game of Minnesota. They struggled to get the offense really going. And honestly, Minnesota looked like the same team that showed up about 4 or 5 weeks ago when they took on the USC Trojans and upset them earlier this season. I think Minnesota is good at upsetting people. They might have one more upset in them this year, but the Minnesota Golden Gophers beat number 24 Illinois Fighting Illini 25-17. In our next matchup, we had the United States Air Force going on the road into West Point as they were taking on undefeated number 21 Army. And I believe Army's quarterback went down in this game, but the backup still came in and continued to run the offense good enough to handle 1-6 Air Force, as the Falcons really have been struggling on all aspects of playing the game this year, as Army remains undefeated for another week, 20-3. In our next matchup, we had number 19 Mississippi going on the road into Fayetteville to take on the Arkansas Razorbacks. And where was the defense in this one? This was all offense all day. Jackson Dart, 515 yards passing, and not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but 6 passing touchdowns in this game, as number 19 Mississippi runs up the score on Arkansas 63-31. In our next matchup on the 2024 College Football Week 10 Recap show, we had number 18 Pittsburgh going on the road to take on number 20 SMU. And I will tell you that this game was not as close as the final score says it was. SMU was up 31-3 at the half. They were up 41-11 in the fourth, and SMU just really ran right through Pittsburgh in the first half with great offense, great defense. Already had a 28-point lead at the locker room as SMU put the beat down on Pittsburgh 48-25. And our next matchup, upset alert, I repeat, upset alert. We had number 17 Kansas State Wildcats going on the road to take on the Houston Cougars, and Kansas State's offense just simply did not show up. Houston plugged the holes to stop the running game. They plugged the secondary to really shut down Kansas State's passing game, and it really showed as this game wore on. Houston, who got shut out by Iowa State at home earlier this season, ends up getting a big win here as the Houston Cougars upset Kansas State 24-19. In our next matchup, we have Friday Night Football as San Diego State went on the road to the Field of Blue to take on number 15 Boise State Broncos. And Ashton Gentry had himself another game. Why don't you, sir? I can understand why you're up there with Dylan Sampson as running back of the year. I get it. And Boise State just offensively cruised all evening in this game. And Boise State will continue to climb in the top 25 if they keep getting wins like this. Boise State Broncos beat San Diego State 56-24. In our next matchup, we had number 13 Indiana Hoosiers going on the road into East Lansing to take on the Michigan State Spartans. And this was another game that was not even close. Michigan State went up 10-0 early in this game, and then it was all Indiana for the rest of the evening, dropping 47 unanswered points on the Michigan State defense as the Indiana Hoosiers rolled a 9-0, 47-10. And our next matchup on the 2024 College Football Week 10 recap, upset alert. I repeat, we have upset alert. We had the Texas Tech Red Raiders going on the road to take on number 11 ranked Iowa State Cyclones. And Texas Tech hung in this game. And that's what they needed to do against Iowa State. Iowa State really couldn't build a two-possession lead in this game as Texas Tech pulled ahead in the final second of this game, and the Red Raiders upset the Iowa State Cyclones 23-22. And our next matchup, upset alert. I repeat, we have upset alert. We had the Louisville Cardinals going on the road to take on number 11 ranked Clemson Tigers, and this was an upset. Louisville dominated the majority of this game, especially in the first half. Louisville was up 33-14 in the fourth quarter. They had Clemson beat on offense. They had Clemson beat on defense, and it wasn't even close. Louisville with a huge upset win over Clemson, 33-21. And our next matchup, upset alert. I repeat, we have upset alert. We have number 10 Texas A&M going on the road to Williams-Brice Stadium to take on the South Carolina Gamecock. And this wasn't really a blowout until the fourth quarter. This was 20-20 at the half. This was 20-20 even at the end of the third. But then South Carolina just really woke up with 24 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Texas A&M with their first SEC loss of the season. That might help teams like Georgia and Tennessee get back into the race, as the South Carolina Gamecock major upset beating number 10 Texas A&M 44-20. In our next matchup, we had Brock Vandergraff and the Kentucky Wildcats going on the road into Knoxville to take on Nico Iamaleava, Dylan Sampson, and the Tennessee Volunteers. And this was Dylan Sampson's night. Everybody in Knoxville knew it. He is the new record holder for most rushing touchdowns in the season in just 8 games with 19. He had 2 in this one as the Tennessee Volunteers continue to run the football and get wins in the second half. 28-18, they beat Kentucky. Up next on the 2024 College Football Week 10 recap show, we had the Duke Blue Devils going on the road into Hard Rock Stadium to take on the Miami Hurricanes, and Duke gave Miami a heck of a fight for the first half or so. Miami was trailing going into the second half, but boy did they wake up. Cam Ward really got things going with the Canes in the second half as the Miami Hurricanes beat the Duke Blue Devils 53-31. And our next matchup, in my opinion, game of the week, number 4 Ohio State going on the road to University Park to take on number 3 ranked Penn State. And honestly, this wasn't a high-scoring game, which kind of surprised me. I thought Ohio State's running game and Penn State's passing game would really shine in this game, and I really thought it'd come down to who had the ball last, but it's still, at the end of the day, Ohio State proving why Ryan Day is such a good head coach. They beat number 3 Penn State 20-13. And our next matchup was from Jacksonville, Florida, as we have the Florida Gators taking on the second-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs, and Carson Beck is playing like hot garbage right now. I will be the first one to say it. The second game in a row with 3 interceptions thrown. Florida was up 13-6 at the half. Georgia was really on upset alert. It's not the first time this year I've said that. But Georgia hanging tough. 20-20 late in the fourth with about 5 minutes or so to go before they find the end zone. Then Florida comes out, immediately throws an interception, and Georgia seals the game with a second touchdown as Georgia survives another week. 34-20, they beat the Florida Gators. In our last game of the week, we had number 1 Oregon Ducks going on the road into the big house to take on the Michigan Wolverines. First and foremost, Michigan is not the same team they were last year. Obviously, Oregon came in and took care of business and showed the nation why they deserve to be the number 1 ranked team in the nation. Dylan Gabriel came out and played a clutch game as number 1 Oregon put the beat down on Michigan. 38-17. And that was the 2024 College Football Recap Week 10 show, where I, Nikki D, broke down all 16 games from the prediction show. I let you know who won. I let you know who lost. What was your favorite game of the week? Let me know down in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video, share the video on social media, and you made it all the way to the end of this video, go smash that subscribe button so you can be notified of when I drop my next video. And if you want to see some more of me, Nikki D, then go check out another one of my videos, because I got hours of content that'll keep you entertained well into the evening. With that being said, I hope everybody has a wonderful evening. I'm Nikki D. This is the Nikki D channel, and I will see all of y'all beautiful people next time. Bye, y'all.